power, the antiviral power of mushrooms for a very long time. This is from a peer-reviewed journal called Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine. This is a direct quote. Indirect antiviral effects are the result of immunostimulating activity of what are called polysaccharides. This is the key. A lot of the plant kingdom has what are called polysaccharides and these complex molecules, and they are what help us when it comes to viruses. And here's the reason. And I put the little picture up there. Remember the little spikes I talked about early in this presentation? The polysaccharides can help to blunt and diminish the effectiveness of those spikes, so that although the virus may come in contact with a cell, if those little spikes aren't there, if those proteins aren't there, they cannot penetrate the cell. So that's why I've got that little picture up there as a reminder to you. There are a number of different kinds of mushrooms. One of them is a reishi mushroom. Quote, reishi mushrooms, reishi components directly bind to the viruses, interfering with the process in which viruses attach to and enter healthy body cells in order to create the infection. I'm giving you some technical references here. So these are pretty much available. The dosage depends on the concentration of the reishi, how it's prepared, how it's standardized. So you have to really check with your healthcare provider. I can't give you a dosage, but I'm saying that the mushroom itself has these properties. Agarikon mushroom is another mushroom you hear a little bit less about. Look at this, as a quote. It's not only a strong anti-inflammatory and antibacterial agent, but look at this. Its extracts have also demonstrated antiviral properties. There's technical references so that you can see exactly where this is. Again, from the International Journal of Medicinal Mushrooms is partly where this comes from. So scientists have been researching these for a long time. We don't hear so much about it in the West, but you do in Chinese medicine. So traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM, has a lot of other remedies, many more than I can go through in this brief presentation. But I want to share with you, this is a quote from the conclusion of a scientific study that was done, again, in the Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine Journal. And this one was from the year 2015, so not that long ago. They studied a lot of Chinese herbs, including yin chow. And yin chow is very common, very accessible here in the United States and here in the West. Some of the others may not be. But when they looked at these ingredients taken together, they tested 10 traditional Chinese medicines, and they showed broad spectrum antiviral activities. And their mechanisms may involve the activation of host immune responses. This is just what we're looking for in the time of a viral pandemic. So I just wanted to share these with you. There are others, and if I didn't list them, it doesn't mean they aren't valid here. I wanted to share some that people are asking about, or maybe the mushrooms that you don't hear quite so much about. So we've covered a lot of ground. I promised I wanted to keep this brief, but also I want you to have the information. What can we expect